from that taste. Natural mineral water. It's like they actually put like rocks and minerals in there. You know, you just get that little freaking dusty feeling. No, I don't know. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of What the Fizz, which is sparkling reviews for fools. Now, on this episode, what do we have here today? We have the San Pellegrino original, but this time in the glass. Tickety doggity, tickety doggity. We got that here, and a brand new flavor, which is basically just like, again, original flavoring. Gerolsteiner, I'm gonna say this wrong. It's like German or Belgiumish, Belgian. Gerolsteiner, Gerolsteiner. Yeah, that's it. Gerolsteiner. Yeah, sounds good. Geodude, Pokemon. Gerolsteiner carbonated natural mineral water. It didn't seem like they had a lot of other flavors. It was just basically this original flavor. It was on the shelf. It was on sale. Let's give it a go, along with the San Pellegrino. First up, we're going to do the first taster of the San Pellegrino. Yep. No fizzing from that guy. Get that bad boy off here. First taste. Yeah, that's like some flavorless non-alcoholic beer. But, you know, at the same time, I do like its, again, San Pellegrino, usually my favorite there. My favorite when it comes to the flavorless kind, right? It's usually my favorite, but right off the first bat there, right off, I'm going to first base, second base. I'm just finding that the one in the plastic bottle actually kind of does more justice for me, I think. Yeah, I know it sounds kind of crazy to say something like that, but we'll just give this a go again and see how it goes. First taste, yeah, you know what? It's not doing it for me as much as it does in the plastic bottle. Kind of got like a weird tinge to it from like the glass or something. Kind of feels a little bit more flat, and yeah, like it literally does kind of taste like a poorly made non-alcoholic beer. Not to say that this is poorly made, because they do a fantastic job. They're one of the OGs. They've been around for a while. They've been doing this well. But for this one, I'm going to have to give it somewhat of a lower rating. We're going to call this one a 7.7 on the first taste. Aftertaste, it kind of dissipates real quick. It's 7.4. Not too much going on there. You're trying to look for the balance on this guy. I would say it's about a 7.6. I get what they're trying to do, right? And, you know, usually with the glass bottle, it's like, hey, this is going to be a lot more tasty. It's going to be a lot more fresh, everything like that. But I got to tell you, I don't know, man. Like, it's just me. I don't know if there was just like higher carbonation, because like definitely with the glass, there wasn't as much carbonation. So I'm not sure if that had an effect on it, but it's definitely like a mid carbonation on this versus the mid to high, I would say, on the plastic bottle version. That being said, we're going to go into the smoothness factor. Does it go down smooth? Does it go down smooth? Yes, it does go down smooth. Smooth enough. I just can't buy myself from that taste. Natural mineral water. It's like they actually put like rocks and minerals in there. You know, you just get that little freaking dusty feeling. No, I don't know. It's not panning out there for me the way that I had imagined it to. Quite the same way. So yeah, it goes down smooth, 7.6, but leads me to the flavor, right? And what good is the flavor if it just kind of falls flat on the taste? I just can't believe the difference between the two. Like, I should have almost reviewed them in the same video, but yeah, it's just kind of lackluster, right? It's just like, it's the ugly, it's the, oof. You know, it's like you got that one good sock, right? And then you got the other sock that's got like a freaking massive hole in it. Once you put on, it's just right by the heel, just like hole in it right there, you know? So, yeah, so it like falls flat up a little bit there. So, flavor, man, I got to give this like a 6.8, you know? And I think I'm being generous there. I don't know what the heck happened. Maybe there's a bad batch or something like that, but I'm just not feeling it personally, right? It just tastes like I'm tasting like I'm licking the glass from the inside or something like that. And it's not too well. With that being said, I'm going to call the overall value here at about a 7.4, just to like be a little bit fair, somewhere meet in the middle. But yeah, very underwhelming, and I'm very surprised actually, because the other one just did such a better job, and that's just kind of where I'm at with it. So we're going to move on to the next one, the Gerolsteiner. Steiner. 750 mils. By the way, with the San Pellegrino here, it's about like a $2.70, $3 price point, or 2 for $4, 2 for $5, depending on where you go. With this Gerolsteiner here, it is actually fitting in the 2 for $4 price point, and it is sitting around like a $2.69, $2.89 range by itself. So I look forward to tasting this guy here with that first taste. And that being said, we're gonna crack this boy open. Wasn't actually that hard, I swear. Wow, different, impressive, but a mid-range carbonation. Mid-range carbonation, but it's very, very smooth. You know, again, it's a flavorless variety, but you know, when you're drinking water and anything, having it carbonated actually like flows really well. So that first taste kind of builds up. It doesn't really dissipate too much. Got a good zinginess to it. Got a good flow. Got a good rhythm. Got a good vibe. Wine and dime, rhythm and rhyme. We're gonna stand up 69. Okay, maybe not. Too much. So what we're gonna give here, definitely, like, if I was to like literally compare these two flavors right off the bat, even though I think that the plastic bottle version of the San Pellegrino original flavor is the best one out of all the originals without the flavor, I would say like this one will kick this one's ass. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? It's just not doing it for me. But with this guy here, Gerolsteiner, give this random brand really a lot of credit. I'm going to give this guy an 8.9. Not too much going on in the aftertaste. Yeah, it loses a little bit of steam, but it actually holds the fort pretty well. So going from the 8.9, we're going to do about an 8.7 on the aftertaste. Balance? Hey man, they're pretty balanced. So we're going to say a 9.0 on that. Gotta give them credit. The applause is here for you guys. Gerolsteiner, however you want to call it. I'm really bad at that. I need to do my research on that one, but I just love the spontaneity of grabbing off the shelf and just going. I got one gear, go, like Charlie Sheen would say. Winning. So, well, this is what we got here. Leading on to the smoothness factor. Does it go down smooth? Even though it's got kind of not as high the carbonation rating as you would get on a lot of the other guys, that doesn't mean it's not going to be smooth and it's not going to taste kick ass. So it actually goes down pretty smooth with that balance. So I'm going to say about a 9.1 with that, of around that balance mark. Edge it away there from the smoothness going into the flavor. Again, this isn't as flavorful as, let's say, some of the other flavor drinks, but we got the flavor in this guy that's outweighing the flavor of the other San Pellegrino that's in the glass, I'll tell you that much. Versus the San Pellegrino that's in the bottle, then yes, you know what, I'm going to give a little bit more of that aspect of the flavor there. It kind of feels more refreshing and replenishing in having that kind versus this one. But yeah, with the flavor on this guy here, I'm going to hover this one about around an 8.7. So we're just going to call it fair here. We're going to call it an 8.9 with the overall rating, just because, you know what, great job on these guys. I'm not sure if they're a small company or a bigger company overseas, that sort of thing, but whatever it is that they're doing a pretty decent job at. Now, this one, I must say, is 750 mils versus the other one, which is a liter. So, of course, you're paying the same value and getting a little bit less out of it, but based on the taste of this one versus that one, I would buy this one over that one anyway, and just take the sacrifice in those 250 mils. mLs, you know, and it still works out really good. Which leads us to the last part, which is the final fusion, where I take a dab on the tongue of this Tabasco. I took the Tabasco. Let's see if I get crazy by taking this dab and doing those ones, and we'll see if I feel crappy about it. Whoa! Woo-wee! It like holds it up there really high. The come down doesn't really come too fast. Wow. Too much. It's like making it linger even more. I don't know if it's because it's the flavorless original flavors. It like all the flavor that I'm getting isn't cut off, you know, by flavors from this, since it doesn't have any, but it's more cut off. It's more just like, oh, it just builds and builds and builds. Just the only flavor I'm getting out of this is from Tabasco. For like, you know what I mean, overwhelming quality of flavor. But with that being said, I mean, you know, I handled it pretty good. wood. What the? Oh my God. I handled it pretty well, you know, and obviously, maybe not the reaction that you expected, but I'm getting pretty used to this hot sauce Final Fusion jazz. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Hit the like button if you like what you see. Subscribe if you decide to subscribe. I got more videos coming. I believe I have one more finale episode for this first season before I take a break from the water vids and go into something else, and then dip my toes into see what's going to be going on here soon, and dip my toes into some other avenue and go from there. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos, and I hope you guys stay real, because I am, because I will stay caveman. Cheers, guys.